Hey Divination, thank you for joining us in this live stream, and today I will show you how to create a stunning event custom post type templates with Divi. So we're going to use the events calendar plugin, and we're going to enable the Divi builder on it, so the visual builder. And if you're not an Elegant Themes member yet, make sure that you check out Divi. I've mentioned a link in the description below. And without any further ado, let's get to it. All right, so we're going to use the Meetup Layout Pack, which came out, I think, a few weeks ago. And if you want to check that out, you can simply go to your WordPress dashboard and go to the pre-made layouts, or you can simply go to elegantthemes.com/layouts, and over here you will find all of the layout packs. And if you scroll down, you will come across the Meetup Layout Pack, and over here you can view all of the layouts using the live demo. So if you just click on this blue button over here, for instance, you will be redirected to a live website. You don't have to be signed in or anything like that. Everyone can access these, and you can view all of the layouts. And afterwards, you can decide whether you want to use this layout pack for your own website. And the thing we're going to do within this tutorial, so we're going to create event custom post type templates. So this is very convenient for the Meetup Layout Pack if you want to use a plugin that showcases the events as custom post types. So let's dive into it. So the first thing we're going to do, so this is my live website. I have all of my pages and I have my menu and all of that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the events calendar plugin, and I'm just going to go to plugins over here and select add new. And over here, I'm just going to search for the events calendar. Click on install now. So what we're going to do is we're going to create templates. So you will need to reuse these on each one of the events that you want to share on your website if you want to include that part, because we'll only be partly able to modify the events page, and you will see where that is. So you can add that to your description, all of that. But the next step is dynamic content. And once that comes out, we'll definitely handle that as well, where you can automate everything. So, okay, the next thing I'm going to do is activate my plugin. And then we can get started. So I'm not going to start by adding an event. I'm just going to change some settings within the theme customizer by going to appearance and customize. So some of these settings will directly apply to event custom post types. So that's why I'm going to make those modifications here, so we don't have to do it manually afterwards. And the first thing I'm going to do is add some new settings to my typography. And for that, I'm going to general settings, typography over here. And I'm going to change the body text size to 16. The body line height is 1.9 instead of 1.7. And the header font is going to be Roboto because it's the font that's being used within the layouts. So if you want to use this for another layout pack or just your own website, you can modify this according to your own settings. Just gonna find Roboto over here. All right. And then I'm going to publish. Now exit the theme customizer, and now I'll need to make some modifications to the events calendar plugin, just some appearance modifications. And for that, I'm going to go back actually to the theme customizer. I think you have some options within the backend as well, but I'm just going to do it within the theme customizer. So you can select some accent colors within the theme customizer. I don't know if you have seen it before. If you've installed the events calendar plugin over here, you have this option. And you can modify some things here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the accent color. And we're going to use the same type of blue as was used within this layout over here. And then I'll go back over here and I'll apply this color to the global items as well. All right, so I'm going to publish this again and exit the theme customizer. All right, so now I can start adding my new event, and for that I'm just going to events over here and add new. All right, so then I'm going to give my event a name. Then I can scroll down, and over here I can select the dates and the location as well. So you can set this up according to your own events, and I think later on if you add other events you can reuse that. So go ahead and do this for your events. So you can always do that afterwards as well, but if you want to see the entire result, including all of these details, you can do that first. And over here you have some other choices as well. All right, and the next thing I'm going to do is add a featured image. So I'll just scroll down my media library over here and just select one. But the only reason why we're using this here is because we want to be able to have a featured image if we share an event or something like that, because later on we'll hide this to show our images using Divi's Visual Builder. And we're also going to change the page settings. So I'm going to use no sidebar over here. And then I'll publish the event. All right, so let's take a look at the events and what it looks like until now. So this is what you can expect from it. This is the default events calendar layout that you get if you're adding a new event. And of course, we're going to modify this using Divi's Visual Builder. And the first thing we're going to do for that, so we're going to save ourselves some time, and we're going to reuse elements from our other pages. And we're going to open the landing page, for instance, and we'll save some of the elements over here. So the first thing you will need is, if you scroll down, is this row. So I'm going to enable the Visual Builder, and then I'm going to save that row to my Divi library. All right, if I scroll down over here, I'm going to add this to my Divi library. And the next thing I will need as well is this schedule over here. I really like this design, and you can share these details within your events as well. So why not do it in all right. And then you can exit the visual builder. So you have these in your Divi library. Now you can get started when you want to. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some custom CSS code. But first, I'll take a look at the event again. Over here, I'm just going to enable the visual builder so you can see what the result is up until now. And then after I add the custom CSS code, what it looks like. So this is what you can expect once you enable the visual builder. Over here, this is the part where you can start modifying things and add things and make it match with the template that you want to create. And I'm just going to add some custom CSS code. These are small tweaks just to make everything fall into place before we start using the visual builder. And if you want to lay your hands on this CSS code, simply check out the blog post, which I have mentioned in the description below. You can find all of these steps over there and also the code. So I'm going to add this code to my theme options over here by going to Divi theme options, and then I'll scroll down because I want this to apply to each one of the events that I create in the future. And by adding it to your theme options, this will definitely do the trick. So I'm just going to save my changes and I'm going to reload the event page. So if I enable the visual builder right now, this is what we get. So the title matches the layout pack as well. Now I'm going to enable the Divi builder, don't restore, and start building. Okay, so over here we're going to start building the template that we want to create, and afterwards you can reuse that for other events as well. So at the moment you'll have to do that manually for each one of the events that you add. But once that dynamic content comes out and the theme builder, you will be able to make everything happen automatically. So, all right, let's get to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is we have a section over here, and I'm going to open this section, and I'm going to add a background image to it. And I'm just going to choose one of the patterns that was included within this layout pack. So once you upload the layout pack, all of the media will be added to your media library, so you can access it when creating these templates, and it's called the bg4.png. All right, and I'm going to change these settings. I'm going to select actual size and bottom right over here. Then I'll go to the spacing settings, and I'm going to add 100 pixels to the top. And I'll also add a border, and this is to match it with the Meetup Layout Pack. So you're free to do whatever you want within this space over here. Maybe you'll need to add some CSS code to modify the title and stuff like that. But once you're within the description part over here, you can modify everything and make it look exactly the way you want to, which I think is a huge deal. And especially considering the fact that we can save these layouts to the Divi library and easily reuse them. So, we're halfway there to create custom post type templates that will automatically be applied to each one of the posts, events, or whatever you're creating. So I'm going to give it the following color, matches the layout pack. So we use a left border, 7 pixels, that color. You can find the color in the blog post, which I've mentioned in the description below, and we're done modifying the settings over here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a row, and I'm going to choose the following column structure. So I'm going to use a 1 column over here, and then I'll open this row and go to the sizing settings, and I'll make this full width. And we're going to do this for each one of the rows that will add to this layout, because we want to keep a correct alignment, which is aesthetically appealing as well. And the next thing we can start doing is add a text module. So this will be the description of your events, probably like the summary, something like that. I'm just going to get some sample text. Okay, so I'm just going to get it over here. So I saw that someone on Facebook asked the question, do we have this for events and not for WooCommerce shop and product pages? Actually, this works on the WooCommerce product pages as well. I'm not sure about the shop page. So yeah. All right. And the next thing we're going to do over here is we're going to modify the sizing. And I'm going to use 47% on desktop and keep it on 100 for tablet and phone. And if you want to make sure it's aligned to the left, choose the left alignment here as well, but by default it's already left aligned. Okay, and then I'm going to add the row that I've saved to my Divi library. So bro events, it immediately shows up in our layout, and I'm going to open these settings over here. Again, I'm going to make this a full width because we want the alignment to be correctly over here. And I'm going to remove both these modules. So the reason why I really did import this row is for the second column over here. So this looks really nice in my eyes. And then I'm going to clone this text module over here. You can share some additional information in the left column, but we're also going to remove the sizing over here just to make it take up more width. And you can do that by simply clicking on this return icon over here. And I deleted the title as well. Something was looking odd. Okay, so just delete the paragraph over here and the button. And then place the cloned text module over here and remove the sizing. All right, so we can continue by adding the next section that we've saved to the Divi library. And it's called section event over here. And we're going to open the settings of our section and add a left border as well. Just use a different color. So go to the border settings over here, choose 7 pixels for the left border width as well. And it's a different color, is that blue color that we've used before. And then we're going to change the sizing, so make each one of these rows full width. And let me just do that really quick. So you'll have to do that manually. Make this row full width. Until we had none left. All right, and I'm also going to change the text alignment of my title over here. So these are small tweaks that you can do just to make everything look better. Remove the sizing as well and change the button alignment. So I'll need to make this full width as well. and change the button alignment to left. Okay, so this is what the result looks like. So we have this template, and I'll show you what that looks like on different screen sizes as well. And at the bottom, we have all of the details. You can include your schedule, your images. So we got rid of the featured image and used something a little bit more attractive instead. And let me just show you what this looks like on tablet and phone. So here we have it. So you will only be able to see like the parts that you modified using Divi's Visual Builder. But once you save it and look at it from a live website, you will see everything fall into place. All right, so the last thing that's left to do is add this to your Divi library by clicking on this icon at the bottom over here and saving it. And the next time that you modify an event, you can change things around, upload this layout, and create stunning web design. Well, that was all for this live stream. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and we hope that you're enjoying this ongoing Divi design initiative where we try to put something extra into your design toolbox each and every week. So if you like the content that we're sharing and you want to contribute to the Elegant Themes blog, share your knowledge, experience, and skills, check out one of the links in the description below and find out how you can contribute. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.